1971 Chevrolet hatch. Price, $37,000. Mileage, 400 miles. Location, Leachfield, Kentucky. Distinctly built with full Pro Street attitude, this 1971 Chevrolet hatch, Vega, has been transformed into a lightweight, blower-fed street machine with virtually everything replaced or upgraded. Beneath the fresh black paint sits a newly built 350 small block topped with a 6-71 supercharger, delivering the kind of instant power and brutal acceleration the Vega platform was made for. A set of proper Pro car seats, MSD ignition, and 3.50 gears complete the package, keeping the car both track-capable and street-friendly. Every component, from the drivetrain to the cosmetics, has been refreshed, making this build feel new from front to back. Compact, aggressive, and engineered for fun, it's a sharp Pro Street hatch that offers big block attitude in a small body frame. 1967 Chevrolet Nova Chevy 2 SS Restomod. Price, $55,000. Re-engineered with a sharper and more modern character, this 1967 Nova SS Restomod elevates classic Chevy DNA with a purposeful mix of power, handling, and craftsmanship. Rather than being a simple restoration, the car has been transformed into a high-performance street machine built around a stout, performance-tuned V8 that fires with instant attitude and delivers smooth, relentless pull through upgraded induction, ignition, and exhaust systems. A strengthened transmission, improved suspension geometry, and enhanced braking give the Nova a planted feel on the pavement, letting it accelerate, corner, and stop with far more confidence than its original form ever offered. The presentation is equally striking: crisp bodywork, polished trim, and a well-appointed cabin designed for comfort and control, creating an environment that matches the car's performance capability. Purposeful, refined, and undeniably aggressive, this Restomod stands out as a fully realized reinterpretation of a legendary Chevy. 1961 Chevrolet Corvette Pro Street. Price, $75,000. Location, Fort Worth, Texas. Built to fuse vintage Corvette style with modern dragstrip aggression, this 1961 Corvette Pro Street delivers a presence that goes far beyond its iconic silhouette. Dominated by a fierce, high-output powerplant, the car fires with instant authority, pushing through a purpose-built drivetrain engineered to handle serious torque. A fortified transmission, narrowed rear setup, and massive rear rubber give it the stance and traction expected of a true Pro Street build, while custom suspension tuning helps the car stay composed whether blasting in a straight line or cruising through town. The body retains its unmistakable classic charm, but subtle performance cues, polished details, and race-inspired touches make it clear this Corvette is far from stock. Inside, the cockpit blends vintage design with upgraded components for a driver-focused environment worthy of the power under the hood. Bold, fast, and built with intent, this '61 Corvette stands as a striking mix of old-school beauty and modern muscle. 1967 Chevrolet Nova. Price, $45,000. Mileage, 3,000 miles. Location, Pottstown, Pennsylvania. Unleashing the spirit of late 60s muscle with serious pro-street attitude, this 1967 Chevrolet Nova comes built around a stout 355 cubic inch V8, producing a claimed 375 horsepower, fed by a Holley double pumper and topped with a Team G high-rise intake that gives the engine bay an unmistakable hot rod presence. Exhaling through Hooker fender-well headers and dual exhaust, the car delivers the crisp crackle expected of a properly tuned small block. Power is routed through an Ultra Bel Turbo 400 and into a narrowed Chrysler 8 3/4-inch rear fitted with a 4.10 Posey and Strange axles, anchored by a full 4-link setup with coilovers to keep the tubbed rear end planted. The all-steel body, enhanced by a steel cowl hood, sits on weld drag lights, while an aluminum radiator and electric fan keep temps in check during street use. 1976 Cadillac DeVille. Price, $20,000. Mileage, 29,000 miles. Location, Stuart, Florida.
Actually not bad. Oh!
Reimagined with an outlaw spirit, this 1976 Cadillac DeVille trades its original luxury cruiser identity for a wild Cummins-powered street machine built to shock both diesel fans and classic car purists. The swap centers on a fully worked 12-valve Cummins featuring a hot street ported /O-ringed head, YARP 625 studs, 5x20 injectors, full-cut delivery valves, upgraded timing gear, a 4K GSK, and a 215 horsepower pump. Then 4s fed by a compound S369 SXE/S475 turbo setup that delivers enormous low-end torque and brutal top-end pull. Backing it is a fortified 48RE with a manual valve body, billet input, Suncoast triple-disc converter, 2,200 stall, billet flex plate, and a fast fuel system. The chassis wears 20-inch smoothie wheels with disc brakes, while the DeVille's long white body hides performance that's already proven itself with a 12.8-second quarter-mile on its first pass. 1957 Chevrolet Bel Air. Price, $80,000. Mileage, 5,359 miles. Location, Hanford, California. Launching back to the golden age of dragstrip rebels, this 1957 Chevrolet Bel Air gasser stands tall with attitude and mechanical muscle, built around a supercharged 383-stroker topped by a Wian 6-71 blower and trick flow heads for explosive power and instant throttle response. A strengthened turbo 400 sends the punch to a rugged Ford 9-inch rear, while the classic straight-axle front end and line lock system lock in the true vintage gasser personality. Modern upgrades, electric power steering, electric brake booster, exhaust cutouts, and fresh wheels, tires, and battery, give this classic the road manners and reliability its 1960s counterparts never enjoyed. With a rust-free body dressed in crisp white and unmistakable stance, it delivers a wild blend of nostalgia, noise, and raw excitement, making every drive feel like a parade lap through hot rod history. 1971 Dodge Demon. Price, $60,000. Rising from the golden age of Detroit horsepower, this 1971 Dodge Demon captures the unruly spirit that made Mopar legends feared on the street and respected at the strip. Shaped around a lightweight A-body shell, the car houses a ferocious performance-built V8 whose deep, hammering exhaust note gives fair warning long before it comes into view. Designed for instant throttle response and relentless pull, the combination of high-flow induction, aggressive internals, and a precisely matched drivetrain turns every gear into a surge of violence. Beneath the body, upgraded suspension and purposeful gearing sharpen the Demon's reflexes, while its hard-edged stance and snarling sound leave no doubt about its intentions. More than a classic, it's a street machine with attitude, raw, unapologetic, and engineered to deliver the kind of adrenaline rush that made the era unforgettable. 1964 Mercury Comet gasser. Price, $40,000. Erupting with authentic mid-60s dragstrip bravado, this 1964 Mercury Comet gasser amplifies everything enthusiasts love about the classic, sky-high gasser attitude. Beneath its lightweight body sits a torque-hungry V8 built to snap hard off the line, delivering explosive throttle response and the unmistakable thunder of a purpose-built race motor. The straight-axle stance, race-inspired suspension geometry, and weight-shifted setup give it that iconic nose-up posture, making it look fast even when standing still. Every detail evokes the raw spirit of match race competition, tight steering, instant revs, and the kind of exhaust note that rattles storefront windows. It's a machine that doesn't just perform, it transports you straight back to the golden age of garage-built drag heroes, offering a visceral, nostalgic, and genuinely electrifying driving experience. 1991 Mercedes-Benz SL Class drag car. Price, $45,000. Mileage, 300 miles. Location, St. Peters, Missouri. This one-of-a-kind, murder-seeds, drag car is a masterpiece built for speed and show. Powered by a 6.0L LS iron block with a 408-stroker and a Pro LS forged bottom end, it boasts 243-cylinder heads, an 871 BDS Stage 2 blower, twin 1000mm throttle bodies, and FIC 1650 injectors, all controlled through a Holley Terminator system. Its built-turbo 400 transmission with a custom PTC converter transfers power to a rear haft 4-link setup on a 9-inch rear with 4.10 gears and 31 spline axles. The front features a haft Fox body front suspension, and the chassis is reinforced with a 10-point cage, making it as safe as it is fast. Brand new 28 by 10.5 Hoosier drag slicks on JEGS rims sit ready for the track. Every inch of this car has been modified for maximum performance and street cred. It has proven itself at events and drag strips, with a best time of 5.50 seconds in the 1/8 mile at 128 miles per hour. 1971 Chevrolet Nova Pro Street. Price: $41,500. Location: Nashville, Tennessee. Built for pure street dominance, this 1971 Chevy Nova Pro Street boasts a monstrous 540 cubic inch big block under the hood, paired with a built 400 turbo automatic transmission and a Ford 9-inch rear with 33-inch tires for maximum grip. Originally a drag car, it has been fully restored for street use with a pristine paint job, flawless body, and a full custom interior including the back seat. No roll bars or cage, just pure cruising comfort. All windows are tinted and fully operational, and the front tires are brand new. Equipped with a new 3-inch Flowmaster exhaust, electric water pump, and perfectly working lights, wipers, and turn signals, this Nova runs cool, smooth, and reliably on the road. Every detail is documented in a workbook showcasing its full restoration from drag strip to street-ready beauty. 1968 Plymouth Valiant. Price: $29,000. Mileage: 5,000 miles. Location: Middlesex, New Jersey. Brimming with muscle and precision engineering, this 1968 Plymouth Valiant Coupe is powered by a barely broken-in 383 V8 featuring 915 heads, roller rockers, a Mopar Performance purple cam, and sealed power Moly piston rings. Every component of the engine is built for performance, including a high-tech roller timing set, Melling high-volume oil pump, Yarpy bolts, and a Barry Grant fuel pump system feeding an 850 carb. The rebuilt 727 transmission with MRVB, 3800 stall converter, anti-balloon plates, and cheetah shifter ensures flawless power delivery, while ceramic-coated TTI headers and mufflers complete the aggressive exhaust setup. Recent upgrades include a fresh Hemi orange paint job, new weather stripping, Autometer ultralight gauges, a new Grant steering wheel, and billet specialty wheels. Safety and control are covered with an 8-point roll cage, camlock seat belts, and a pair of professionally restored seats. 1987 Chevrolet Camaro IROC-Z. Price $40,000. Mileage 6,500 miles. Location Millbury, Ohio. This 1987 Camaro IROC-Z with T-tops is a true beast on wheels, featuring a meticulously built 383 SBC stroker topped with an F1 Procharger, producing a jaw-dropping 886 horsepower and 736 pounds of torque on premium pump gas. The engine is loaded with high-performance components, including a World Products Motown block, Eagle 4340 lightweight crank, H-beam rods, Wisico pistons, and AFR 220 hand-ported heads, all controlled by a Phytech Go YEFI 8 fuel injection system with Weldon pumps and regulators. Power flows through a PAC 700R 4-level 5 transmission with Sonax billet internals, feeding a Moser Ford 9-inch rear with 3.50 gears and track-lock limited slip. Wrapped in a striking burgundy exterior with custom 2002 Camaro SS wheels and a 4 Harwood Outlaw fiberglass hood, the car combines show-stopping looks with street and strip capability. Inside, Scat Sportsman racing seats, G-Force camlock harnesses. 1984 Ford Thunderbird. Price $25,000. Location Rock Hill, South Carolina. This 1984 Ford Thunderbird is a powerhouse built for serious performance. At its heart sits a massive 514Ci Ford big block paired with a Powerglide transmission and a 9-inch rear end, complemented by a 4-link suspension and coilovers at all 4 corners for precise handling. The car features a MagnaFuel 500 fuel pump, plumbed and wired for a nitrous setup, giving it extreme street and strip capabilities. MSD Digital 6 ignition ensures flawless power delivery, while single beadlock wheels provide both style and grip. Commanding attention with its bold stance and aggressive modifications, this Thunderbird is more than a classic. It's a fully capable pro-street machine ready to tear up the asphalt. With every component thoughtfully upgraded, from fuel delivery to suspension, it promises thrilling performance. 2008 Ford Mustang GT Deluxe Coupe 2D. Price $52,000. Mileage 1,234 miles. Location Westminster, South Carolina. Turn heads with this 2008 Ford Mustang GT Deluxe, a near-new example boasting just 1,234 miles. Freshly NHRA certified, this RJ race car's build is primed for serious drag performance and comes with bold 16x16 weld double beadlock wheels on the rear, ensuring traction for every launch. With a 6.0 engine platform and automatic transmission, it's engineered for both street thrills and track domination. Available as a roller, it gives the buyer the freedom to customize or race-ready right out of the gate. Packed with race-ready enhancements, yet wrapped in Mustang GT style, this coupe blends classic muscle car appeal with professional drag capabilities. From its aggressive stance to its precision-engineered drivetrain, 1969 Chevrolet Nova. Price, $35,000. Mileage, 48,560 miles. Location, Sophia, North Carolina. Command attention wherever it goes. This 1969 Chevrolet Nova is a silver-streaked powerhouse with a 355 V8 topped by a 400 horsepower 671 blower, all running effortlessly on pump gas. The automatic transmission delivers smooth, street-ready performance, while every light, wiper, and gauge functions flawlessly, making it as dependable as it is thrilling. With a clean title in hand and careful maintenance history, this Nova combines classic muscle car style with modern reliability, giving enthusiasts a car that's as enjoyable on weekend cruises as it is for spirited daily driving.